Hey, what's going on, cats and dogs? Austin from Ash here, just chilling. I'm pretty snuggled up right now. I got a blanket right now. I just asked Twitter what they wanted me to talk about, and they were like, "Hey, why don't you do another commentary? We really like your commentaries." So I'm sitting here taking that as a compliment. Thank you very much, by the way. So I asked them what kind of topic they wanted to hear from me, and But talk about the gameplay first. Obviously, that's kind of traditional. This is an MW2. Barrett, Scrapyard, 100 plus. Count all 100 kills if you want. Go for it. Be my guest. Seemed pretty suiting. Good long topic, I think. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Obviously, with MW2, this was the game I pretty much started in. Kind of, somewhat. Obviously, I'll be better at this game, but whatever works for you. So, the topic for today, or for this video, is my fears. And I actually have a lot of fears, to be honest. I'm not one of those fearless people who just fearlessly go into something and it's just like, oh, I'm not scared at all. I'm not really like that. I am pretty cautious though, that's for sure. So let's go back to right back when little Pomage was around, little boy Austin. Definitely as a kid, I was very scared of clowns. I had a bad experience with clowns. My mom. I remember it was at the high school of where I live right now, and it was just like this little circus parade, and there was just a bunch of clowns there running around, and one of them got like really close to me, and it freaked me out. I remember I started crying, and it went downhill from there. It just was not a very good experience. So obviously I got over my fear of clowns now, like last year, man. No. Obviously I got over my fears like a while ago, but that was definitely one of them that really stuck with me for a while. One of them, which is a little odd, it was one of them was it was a nutcracker. I mean, you have to realize that these fears, they lasted for like a year, I guess. But these when I was very young, like super young. I'm young now, but we're talking like super young. You know what I'm saying? One of them was definitely a nutcracker. If you don't know what a nutcracker is, it's one of those if you look up, it's like a Christmas theme type thing, and they're just they have weird mouths, and it's just they'll have a bunch of Mountie hats and stupid stuff. I don't even know if it's a Mountie hat. I don't even know what it is. They just have long hats. Their jaws go up and down. Apparently they crack nuts, kick people in the nuts. I don't know. But definitely when I was a kid, I had this very bad dream, and I remember it to this day. It was in my old house. It was at night. No one was in the house. I was home alone, and I woke up. I went outside, and there was this huge nutcracker right there. And it chased me, and it chased me all around the house, I guess. I went outside, I ran around the house, went back in, and then I got cornered. And this nutcracker slowly walked up to me, looked me dead in the eye, and just stabbed me. It was bad. He stabbed me in the chest, and I didn't die, I guess. Obviously, whenever you die, you wake up, and I got stabbed, so I guess I didn't die right away. But I sat there, and it was 2 seconds later after I got stabbed, I woke up, and it was just a very bad dream. And that stuck with me for a while. It wasn't if whenever I walked by a nutcracker in a store or whatever, I'd freak out. That was not the case, but it was definitely something that messed with my mind. So that's two things right now. I'm not really that afraid of flights or heights or spiders. Obviously, there's things that surprise you. It's not like you're not ever going to get surprised. If something crawls on you, you're obviously going to get surprised by it. So obviously everyone gets scared of that. Let's see, what else? Mental fears. I do have some of those, actually. I do go crazy a bit. Let's see. I told you guys this once, a fear of being boring, which is a little weird. I do have a pretty great fear of that to this day. Obviously there's those people, they're gonna be oh, you're boring, and then, oh, we're gonna scare Pomage, he's boring. No, that's not really the case. It's just, I don't know, it's just something deep in my head. But that's definitely one of them. I don't really know how I can get more in depth with that. The more I talk about fear, the more it just reminds me of Star Wars. It's like a Yoda telling fear of loss, whatever, and that's all I think about. Damn, I go on right here. No, never mind, I jinxed myself. But So what did I name off? The Nutcrackers. Oh, one of them, which is kind of weird. Back when I was super duper young, super duper young, I was very scared of trains, like loud noises, which is what got me. Like the horns, like I would have to put my head under a blanket, whatever, just to try and avoid the sounds, like the loud horns, like trains and all that. And funny enough, like a year or two later after that, my mom told me I fell in love with Thomas the Tank Engine. So obviously, like that's all trains and all that. And even not now, you guys know that there's a train. There's two trains by me, by the way. It's just nothing but trains. Like you guys will randomly hear it in a live commentary or a live stream or just a regular commentary. You'll just hear it's like, oh, did anyone hear that train? And yeah, I'm just sitting here shrugging it off. Yes, there's a train there. It's a great train. If I was very young, I would have been scared shitless. I most likely would have wet myself. Would not have been pretty. So it was the loud noises. There are some, I don't know what kind of fears you would consider like something a little beyond fears. I'm a very cautious person. I'm passive. Like there's a lot of times where I just don't care. It's just like, whatever happens, right? But I'm also very cautious to things that I really hold dear to, and I make sure that it's almost like, to give you an example, it's like you hear a scary noise, and then you go around the corner. You make sure if that was me, if there was a scary noise and there was a pack of people behind me, I would just like poke my head out and do it another 20 more times just to make sure it was okay. Like that's how cautious I am. To an extent, I definitely just exaggerated the shit out of that, but you know what? Screw it. But I'm definitely a cautious person because there's a lot of confidence issues, and when I say that, there's like some ideas come up into mind. It's just like I'm not sure if this will work, and I'm not sure if I want to go through the failures of that, and obviously failures and all that. It's part of life. It's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes, but to an extent, there's I like to make sure, like, if it's worth doing for myself. Obviously it works better for others, but it's almost like I'm very cautious of the ideas I go into. I make sure it appeals to everyone for the greater audience or people. That's what I make sure of. So definitely that. I think another one. Oh my god. Okay, my brothers pulled a prank on me. It wasn't a prank, actually. It was really weird though. Maggots. It was when I was younger, and it was so random. Like we went to this daycare. I looked into the trash bin, and this teacher was like, "Don't look in there. There's maggots. Not magnets, bitch, but maggots." And I looked in there. There was a shitload of magnets in there. I just got really creeped out. Like the little squirmy white things, like just eating on whatever, like rotten shit. And I was just sitting there. I was just like, ugh. And that literally makes me cringe. It made me cringe back then, and it was really bad, really bad. So I always, like, whenever I got like an open cut or anything like that, I always made sure to like cover it up and all that. I was really scared for that because I didn't want a maggot to crawl in there. And that just reminded me, earwigs. Like a few years back, even I was really scared of earwigs. Back when I was like 13 or whatever. Because my brothers, they would always mess with my head. Like it was like, Austin, watch out, those earwigs are gonna crawl in your ear and just lay a bunch of eggs, and you're gonna get your head eaten out by frickin' earwigs. And whenever I seen an earwig, it's just like, whenever one of those came in my path, I just made sure to kill it, like right on the spot. Just because my brothers. The more I think about it, my brothers really did like traumatize me as a kid. That's for sure. Oh my god, here's another one. One of the things that I got really scared at is it was just me, my brother Zach, alone at our new house, which is this house. It was like a year after that. So I was just hanging out in my room, and my brother Zach storms in. He was like, "Austin, there's people outside and they're trying to break in." We turn off all the lights, and then I can tell you, like, obviously I didn't want to tell him I was scared, but I can personally tell you I was pretty freaking scared of that. Like I was like, holy shit, this is actually happening. Like he made us go like down, like behind a bed, turned off all the lights, and it was so dead quiet. You know how like in the scary movies where it's just like the most anticipated moment where it's supposed to scare you, it all just goes silent for like 30 seconds, and then apparently a big bang happens, and it's just like, boom, it just scares the shit out of you. And that's what happened. And it was just like, we were just like sitting by the bed, and we were just sitting there, and he was like, I got you. You were so scared. And I was so pissed off. Like, I was like, no, it wasn't. Like, that classic little mix up. There has been times, if instead of my fears, this just reminded me of a story. Pretty funny story, actually. My mom, Mamaj, we went to this place called Canada's Wonderland, which is in Toronto, and Fear Fest, so there's a bunch of mazes around there. And I don't care if she doesn't want me to tell you guys. I don't care. Whatever. I do what I want. But it's funny because she gets scared shitless. It's hilarious. But we were walking around in this maze, and then obviously there's supposed to be people that are supposed to come out and scare you. So there's a lot of people, and then like whenever she gets scared, she would like grab onto our backs and like claw us. It was like a cat trying to stay in one spot. It's like a cat that didn't want to get picked up. It would just claw your back and just like open it up. But she socked some dude in the face. I could not stop laughing, and she was still scared to this day. However, the dude is okay. That's all that matters, right? You guys are probably like, oh, is the guy okay? Did she break his nose? But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video and commentary about fears and some side stories, the things I got scared of. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. 800K montage should be out this week, Friday or Saturday. Hopefully, the sooner the better. So leave a like on this video. Leave a favorite if you really enjoyed it. Subscribing is free. Comment on what you want to see next, even commentary topics. Follow me on Twitter because those lucky Twitter followers, they got to decide which topic I talked about. So I'm Austin Pamaj, and I will see you guys later.